Okay, today we have some exciting stuff. A lot of people complain about setting up A/B tests because they don't want to set up with the big tools because it's expensive, takes a while to set up, and honestly, it can actually just make the performance of your website worse if it's not optimized. Things just load slow, stuff like that. I've come up with a way you can test CRO directly without using an external dev. You can do it all yourself. Takes like 2 minutes to implement. Doesn't cost anything. The only caveat and downside is you don't get the same data tracking that you do from other tools. This is kind of like rudimentary steps. Like if you're just thinking about setting it up, there's a couple ideas you want to test out. If you want to take it seriously, 100% use these tools. But for quick setup, I'm going to show you what I built. Okay, I'm going to be using this theme to show you how it works. These are just duplicates of the same thing. So I literally just came on the preview here and just hit duplicate. So they're different. All I've done is change the text, but I'm going to show you how the A/B testing works using the two of them. So the first thing you need to do is you need to do a little bit of custom code, but don't worry because it's all going to be in the description and I'm going to tell you what code to use. It's not going to be hard. Okay, first things first, you want to go to the settings schema file. JSON, here we go. And then at the very bottom, you want to add this code, which is basically going to be a toggle. Oh, I've already added it. Okay, that shouldn't be there. I was going to paste it in anyway, but it will be this snippet of code. So file will just be like this. Go to the bottom where there's the last comma, and then just copy and paste this new thing that I'm going to send through. This basically creates a option on your Shopify settings here. Here, theme settings at the bottom, CRO, where you can just toggle it on and off, and that's just going to be the basis we use for running or turning off the tests. Simple stuff. The next file you need to go to is the theme.liquid file. And what we do is we basically check if this setting is active. So once again, I've got the code here, which I shouldn't have actually. Again, I wanted to just paste it in, but I don't have it. The code is already here. It's just this thing here. I will just send it. You'll be able to copy and paste from wherever. All you want to do is you just want to add it before the end of the head tag. So that will be anywhere. You can even just search this pattern. It will always be the same. Search this, and then a few lines above, just paste this thing in. It will just be like that. Simple stuff. So checks if the setting's active. If it is, it hides the A tests. If it's not active, it hides the B tests. So cool, simple stuff. Save that. The next part is we need to now do this for the components we want to change. You only need to do it once per component, but sadly it does need to be done for each component. So you go to the edit code for the individual item. That'll bring up the code of the section you're looking at. Okay, this is slightly more complicated, but still not complicated. What we do, I'm going to have another thing that you copy and paste in here, which thankfully is the one that I've actually remembered to copy and paste. You add in a setting at the very bottom of this section, which will be like at the bottom of it, they'll have like a schema tag, which is basically all the settings you have on the section. You just paste this at the bottom. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to give you this code and I'm going to give you a prompt you can use for AI. So what would actually be easier is you can copy the whole thing, go to whatever AI you use, paste in the code, say, hey, can you add this in settings, blah, blah, blah. I will give you the prompt to use. It will output the file, and then you can just copy the file and paste it back here. So it'll just be even easier for you. Okay, cool. Let's save that. And then there's one more thing we got to do. We add this setting at the bottom. Then we also have to add something here, which again will be part of the prompt. Custom class. All this does is it lets us set a custom class on the element from the customizer, and classes are what we use to style things. So basically it means we get to style it however we want on the original here. Okay, now when I look at this, there should be this custom class thing there, which is cool. CRO test, CRO test, B test. Yeah, save that. Oh, looks like I've done something wrong then, because this should be working. Why is that not working? So basically what we do is we add the classes to say whether it's an A test or a B test. CRO test just signifies that it's part of our testing suite that we're doing, and then A test is like for the A, B test is for the B. And that switch is going to be what we use to toggle whether it's active or not. Let's take it a second to load. For some reason, it is not firing how I expected. Let me see here if everything's coming through correctly. This is slightly embarrassing. Oh, that's weird. It's it is formatting it wrong for some reason. Come on, man. Sure, this is a custom class. Oh, I'm an idiot, right? I actually pasted it in wrong. Okay, there we go. Right. Now it should work. Yeah, code's really particular, man. You gotta get everything like exactly, or it just doesn't operate. Okay, so yeah, now that we've done that, it is showing the A test and not the B test. The B test is technically still in the Shopify, it's just hiding it. And then if we now want to go to the settings, let me find them. Okay, so yeah, I changed the setting, but it wasn't saved. Wait, why isn't it letting me save? Okay, yeah, so now I save it. It should be the B test that's active and not the A test, which you can see on the customizer here. But if we go to the preview and refresh it, now it's the B test. So you can go through the whole site. You can add, all you have to do now is add the code snippets to the individual pieces of code, to the sections, and you just need to add the tag, whether it's like an A tag or a B tag. And now you will just be able to toggle the whole thing from the customizer settings at the theme level. Obviously, like I said, super quick to add. You don't need any custom code, but it you don't get to track it the same as like IntelliGems that convert. So you're gonna have to be aware of like when you're activating it, the times that you turn it on and off, and you're gonna have to compare the results manually. But really cool way to start. If there's anything you need, let me know. But this should be everything. How do I stop?